This is the High School Crossfire. Welcome back.
Before I begin, I don't expect any POI from the negator side because it's going to be rejected. From the negator side, one of the speakers from the negator side stated that there is unemployment, but I think this debate is not specifically talking about unemployment, but we clearly stated that the major problem in the tourism sector is global visibility and limited marketing. And one of them also stated that investment, the lack of investment from the local workers. Well, foreign workers will bring specialized skills to Uganda's tourism industry. There may be limited opportunities to local workers to benefit from the knowledge transfer if they are brought in a short time, projected or high-level roles without proper training. What I'm trying to say is that he stated that 2 years and a half is enough to develop. 2 years and a half is enough to rejected. But first we suggested 10 years because we believe that Uganda will develop global visibility within 10 years because this will seek to targeting of international tourists that bring more money in the country, and this money is used as taxation that help in the development of industries, accommodation of tourists that can and other related tourism tourist attraction. And also one of them stated about promoting Uganda globally. Foreigners have good international networks and exposure that can play a good role in promoting advertisement of Uganda's tourist attraction. Rejected that in tourist attraction in Uganda. For example, Uganda is having 600 mountain gorillas, waterfalls that can easily attract tourists when we advertise using the international networks. And they also talked about culture. This will enhance cultural exchange due to the fact that as the local people know about only our culture, we also have to know about the culture of the foreign people as they come to promote foreign labor force in the country. We are not and also one of them said we are neglecting the local labor force. Specifically, we are not really neglecting the local labor force, but we are prioritizing the foreign labor force. I would like to inform the negators to understand the meaning of prioritize. Our first speaker stated the meaning of prioritize, but I think they are not satisfied with it. To prioritize is to make something more important, like to make something more active than it was before. We are not neglecting local labor force. We are prioritizing foreign labor force. As I conclude, the foreign labor force in Uganda's tourism the foreign labor force will.
The panel, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. My name is Mxalari from Team Negatives. Resolved. This House will prioritize foreign labor force as the most effective means of promoting economic tourism in Uganda. Panel, the team affirmatives come and tell us clearly that prioritization means giving something number one choice, making it the precedent at your own pace. But now they fail to analyze that when you prioritize something, it comes with various effects. For example, we bring about high wages. When you something, that means that when you have prioritized this foreign labor force, you're going to give them high wages. But how is that beneficial to the local labor force? It is not beneficial because you're going to see you are giving these people, and we have clearly told you of the economic leakage that is going to be brought about by prioritization of this foreign labor force. We have told you clearly that foreign labor force often repatriate their earnings, leading to significant financial outflows from Uganda's economy. This weakens the direct benefits that tourism could bring to the local and holds their businesses. But how is then that effective if we prioritize the foreign labor force? Because we see that for us, we tell you, we bring our alternative that we should prioritize local labor force. How? Through economic empowerment, where we see that supporting the local workforce ensures that tourism revenue remains within Uganda, driving economic empowerment and improving living standards of the Ugandans. But they come and tell us that when they prioritize, it is going to be beneficial. It is not going to be beneficial at all. They come and tell us of infrastructure development, that when we prioritize foreign labor force, it is going to bring about infrastructure development. But is it the foreigners who bring about infrastructure development? No, it is we who should bring about that infrastructure development. It is not those foreigners to bring for us infrastructure development in Uganda. They come and tell us that they're going to train, they are hiring this, they are prioritizing foreign labor so as to train local workforce in 10 years. Can you really understand that? In 10 years' time, how will it be effective in 10 years' time? We should have developed in the 2 years we have given you. Because we see that this is a very prolonged period of time. It is not going to bring about any development in the country. So therefore, we should prioritize the local labor force. They come and tell us of the skills and expertise, that the foreign workers have the skills and expertise. It is not that then if they have the skills and expertise, we should prioritize them, should not prioritize them because of their skills and expertise, but rather they can come in as mentors and trainers, but not prioritizing them. Because we see that for us, we give you a clear alternative that brings about skills development, that investing in training programs which enables Ugandans to acquire specialized skills such as multilingual communications, digital marketing, and ecotourism management, positioning them to compete globally. And they bring about that are international relationships. But if we have inculcated skills in the local labor force, you're going to see that it's going to meet the international demands, and therefore it is going to compete globally, and therefore we shall see it earning that the international visibility they are talking of. But they come and tell us, then how is the foreign labor force going to earn the local labor force the international visibility as they are talking? Because we see that the foreign labor force, it is going to bring about short-term impacts, but we see the local labor force is going to bring about long-term impacts in the country. So it is going to stimulate the economic development rather than their case, because it is very, very long. Then they come and tell us that prioritizing is not neglecting foreign labor force. But if you are putting it at priority, then means that at some extent you're going to neglect your labor force. But we know very well, family should be priority, not the visitors to be priority. We should put our family first before putting the visitors first. Then what are they talking of? Then they come and tell us that increased tourism confidence, but they have not clearly told us how. They have not given us any example of any acknowledgement of the tourists who come in Uganda saying that they fear the local labor, that they fear the local people in our country. Because we see them that when these people are coming in, they are only coming to see our cultures, they are only coming to see our traditions. We therefore say we win this debate because our alternatives is most effective than theirs.
This is the High School Crossfire. We'll be back in a minute.